Heavy on the wrist, baby.
Welcome to another edition of the Heavy on the Wrist podcast, Florida's #1 podcast. I'm your host, Mike Larry.
And I am the legendary DJ Snow.
And as always, we got a special guest in the building. This brother has been putting in work for a long time, y'all. This brother pulled up on me, just came from Miami. Had to pull up on the homie and say what's up. Give it up for Badazzwizz, yo.
What's good?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, man?
So tell us, man, what do you got going on right now? You know what I'm saying? We see you shining out here. We see you moving. You doing some things. Let the people know what you got going on at this moment.
Well, currently at this moment, man, I've been in Miami with it, you know what I'm saying, real heavy. Just linked up with this independent label called HRZ, High Rollers ENT. And, you know what I'm saying, the CEO, Stroll, shout out to him. You know, that's the big homie, man. He's been, putting together some major moves for his artists, his team. So, you know, I'm in there doing production, so we pretty much, we making some moves.
What's your favorite production equipment to work on when you trying to make these moves happen?
Well, you know, I'm a little old-fashioned with it. You know, I like using FL Studio Fruity Loops. You know, I started on that when I was like 15. Yeah.
Yo, dude's been making what?
FL Studio came a long way, bro.
Yeah, long way.
What, they on like 9 now?
Nah, hell no. They on like 20,
21.
Yeah.
I know Ninth Wonder made a whole album off of it. He made like 4 or 5 albums off of it, just Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
So that's dope.
Fruity Loops is the shit, man. I love Fruity Loops.
So that's strictly your choice production.
Oh yeah, hands down. I don't really. I mean, I use a MIDI or, you know what I'm saying, like keyboard or whatever, but that ain't really. I don't really need it.
You don't need it, because I know a lot of people use MPCs. Look.
Yeah. I started out on MPC.
Oh, you use MPC?
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, I started out on that, man, and was using the Triton. You know, that's old school.
Right.
So yeah, and then I just got a hold of Fruity Loops and I just took off.
Do you do any sampling?
Oh,
I know that a lot of producers don't like doing sampling because, you know, once it takes off, you're giving up basically the rights to the song to whoever original producer. But you like to use a little.
Yeah. I dip and dab with it every now and then. I try to keep it to a minimum, especially. Well, I mean, nowadays, you know, it's becoming a lot more popular. You know what I'm saying? The sample of old songs and stuff like that. That's been going crazy lately.
Yeah.
They ain't even old songs. It was 3 years ago. They bringing them back. I'm like,
just came
on the radio.
Yeah.
So you wasting no time.
So you doing samples. What do you think is the future? Since I DJ and the DJ game has completely changed.
Yeah.
What do you think the future is with production?
That's a good question.
Because there's a lot. I see, like I said, I see people recording from their phone. They got apps you record from your phone now. There's so much stuff. Before you had to have a big studio and all this equipment, but now you really don't need a lot.
I seen a kid making beats off his phone.
Yeah. They got FL Studio Mobile now. And then, you know, the iPhones already come with guitar band or whatever that thing was on there.
Garage
band. Yeah.
Right. We using it right now.
Shout out to Garage Band. Cut the check.
Shout out Garage Band.
Cut the check.
I'm just gonna keep it old school no matter what they do, but I feel like it's a lot of new stuff that they ain't even cracked the surface on yet as far as
Like
what they use. You know what I'm saying?
How long have you been doing beats?
50, well, I said 11 years.
11 years?
Yeah.
What made you want to start doing?
I started when I was 15.
What made you want to start doing beats?
Man, it's funny. A lot of people, I ain't gonna lie, a couple of people had an influence in that area, like my uncle and my cousins, and a lot of them was already doing music heavily, but it kind of was like a choice for me that I really just didn't really want to make, but I ain't had no choice. Like, I had got injured my 9th grade year playing ball, you know what I'm saying? I had a scholarship my 9th grade year to UNC, you know what I'm saying? I was playing varsity and JV, like I was nice at basketball, but when I took that injury, it was just like, you know what I'm saying, like what else I'm gonna do? Because they was telling me I couldn't play no more. So I ended up getting real heavy into music. And before I know it, bro, like I was already having a lot of people shop with me, people wanted me to collab with him. Like it was taking off fast. Like it didn't even take me long to really take off. Like that shit was instant. Like my first placement was with Jeezy through this producer in North Carolina named Crazy Figs, K Figs, and he's been a mentor of mine. You know what I'm saying, over the years. And then I went from him, PB Longway.
PB Longway, dope.
Yeah, and then I got with Boosie. And when I got signed with Boosie, I was with him for 3 years. And like, I did a lot of records for him, man. It's crazy, man. Like, it happened so fast, bro. Like, it happened fast. I just feel like I was natural. I was natural with it. Like,
who is your biggest influence to making music? Like, what producer do you look up to when you hear their music? Like, man, I gotta make something like that. Like, that's who I wanna, idolize myself as to be, or take it to the next level with.
I was gonna say Metro, but Metro is he's a dope producer, but I have to give it to what's his name, Scott Storch.
Tough. Piano man.
Yeah,
Been out here a lot.
That's what made me want to mess with the keys. Like,
Yeah,
You know how to play the keys?
yeah, I play by ear. Yeah. So like,
Yeah, he's dope.
that was like my favorite producer growing up. Like, I used to use his drum kits and all on FL. So like, and he was real good with them keys, man. So like, that was like the main thing I tried to copy. Him and Zaytoven too.
Zaytoven is
a big
incredible.
influence. Yeah.
Incredible. I mean,
So, what's some of the artists you're working with now?
Oh man, I'm of course you know the HRZ camp. I'm working with them. I've worked with Big Lou. Shout out to my boy Zay number 6 here in Lakeland. Neek Starks, Paperboy News. My dog brought him with me. You know, these guys that I include in my inner circle. They real dope artists as well. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of music with all of them. Yeah, I got a lot of music with them.
So you just make beats, you know?
No, I do music as well. You know, as far as an artist. You know, yeah, I do pretty much everything. Like, I got songs, bro. Like,
So you like for real?
yeah, I do it all. To the engineering,
You do
mix
engineering,
and master.
mix
Yeah, I do all my own music. Nobody touches my music. But
get the full bag.
yeah, that's cool. Nobody touches
Just
my
the music.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So who's some of the artists that are on your playlist right now? Like if I go get in your whip, like who are you listening to?
I'm gonna keep it a bad, but I'm listening to the beat. I'm just gonna keep it all the way hot. I listen to my own music.
You don't want to take nobody. I mean, you don't want to hear nobody else's sound.
Yeah, I don't want to mess up my ear.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, there are artists out there that will influence, you know what I'm saying, your sound, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of them, but I try to keep it to a minimum with listening to other people's music so I can always keep my style, like my sound, original, you know what I'm saying?
In this day and age right now, you know, most producers have they put tags on their song. Because now producers damn near bigger than the artist.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you hear the tag, you're like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
As soon as you hear that Zaytoven, you're like, all right, what we getting ready to get into? So what is
It don't even matter.
They don't even matter.
Yeah,
right.
once you get that tag, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your tag that you have on your music?
Well, mine says, well, I got two. Wiz on the beat and Digital Trappers. Now, Digital Trappers is my brand, my production brand that I have. I have other producers that's in the camp as well, kind of like, you know, like 808 Mafia, how they had you know what I'm saying? I got a camp of producers as well, but majority of the time you're going to hear Wiz on the beat. Like I just did, last year, I just did something for Raw Youngin. Y'all know what that is, Raw Youngin?
Yeah.
I did Cold Step for him. Yeah, I produced that track, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
What artist would you like to work with most? Like you was like, I'm gonna make this beat just specifically for you, because I know you're gonna kill it. What artist?
Drake.
Drake.
Drake was one of my favorite artists.
We've already had this Drake discussion
Yeah,
before.
like,
That he's the most incredible artist, and probably I'm gonna say that in this generation. He's incredible.
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nobody better than Drake. Sorry, I'm gonna put it. Anybody say anything? Come see me. I like a lot of artists, but his body of work speaks for itself, though. No one can have 3 hits in 1 year, and he has 3 hits in 1 year every year for the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's been consecutive.
Is he consistent in every genre of music? It's hard to do. He knows when to get in and get out and do something different. Yeah, he got his pulse on it, so.
But he's not afraid to take a challenge either.
No.
You know what I'm saying? He can step outside his comfort zone.
Absolutely. And people will question, like, if he writing, he got to be writing if he making all these hits. Like, you telling me this guy was writing this stuff? I don't think anyone. I mean, the hits keep coming, so who's writing them now? Like, you gotta stop it. Like, at some point, we gotta stop that and just give him his flowers.
Sure.
So production, Scott Storch. Would you like to work with Scott Storch?
You know, it's funny. I actually been talking to Scott Storch.
Really?
Yeah, on Instagram. I actually been talking to him. He had, I had inboxed him. I had seen a while ago he was saying if anybody like needed exposure or, you know what I'm saying, want to get to the next level, you know, DM when you serious. So I had him up. He hit me back.
Oh.
Like, damn. Like the next day. So I'm like, oh, all right. So pretty much I was, you know, I sent him my album. He hit me back. He was like, my shit was, you know what I'm saying, fire. He fucked my shit. And he wanted to, you know, set something up. But at the time, he was like, you know, just let me know what your budget is. And when he said that, I already knew. You feel me?
Yeah, it's gonna be something different.
Yeah.
Well, Scott had a
He
couple
go
issues.
yikes a nigga, you know?
He had some issues with some loot.
Yeah.
But like I said, you know, he was going nuts at one point. He was doing it
going
big.
cocaine crazy.
He was doing it big though. So he had a $50 million yacht. I'm like, Scott Storch, like he had a yacht, bro.
He was doing everything for everybody though at that time.
Yeah. He was hot. He was scorching. Everything he touched was black.
Straight hit.
Yeah, it was like for real at that time. Both of them was moving like that. So that's dope.
So for those who want to go check out your music and go check you out, where can they find you at?
Well, man, that's a good thing because you can find me everywhere. I'm on Spotify, I'm on iTunes, I'm on iHeartRadio, Pandora,
Tidal.
Amazon, Tidal, YouTube. I'm everywhere. I'm all over.
Okay. Any shout outs you want to give out there?
Oh yeah, man. Major shout out to my uncle, man. He locked up right now, but he's really the main reason I do this right there, man. He really the main reason I do this, and you know, I just want to make my own proud. You feel me? Like that's the reason why I do this music, man. And shout outs to Big Lou. Shout outs to HRZ, Stroke. Shout out to my boy News. Shout out to Heavy on the Wrist. You feel me? Shout out to everybody that's big impact in my life. You feel me?
Maybe next time you come, maybe you can bring some people from HRZ down and we can really chop it up. You know
Oh yeah. I'm
we want
definitely
to
going
get the artists and the production
to
team
get that
and
set up.
the
Yeah.
CEO. We want to get somebody down here so we can really, you know, get things moving like we needed to get, you know, to be moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely let him know. He'll definitely be down with it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Look, when we come down to Miami, you know, say show us some love. Since you down there.
We were HRT.
You know
We
what
go
I'm
down there.
saying?
It's good. Shut, man. Well, there you got it, ladies and gentlemen. Badazzwizz on here, the Heavy on the Wrist podcast, man. We showing love out here. Thanks for pulling up, homie. It's been,
Yeah, you already know, bro.
So you welcome here anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely got my support.
Heavy on the wrist, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck with us. We out.